Hi, Cancers. It's with a reading for Cancer. This reading could resonate with anyone who has Cancer strongly in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Let's go ahead and get the cards out on the table for Cancer, for the Cancer people, for the sign of Cancer. Now I am going, well, let me finish shuffling and then I can. We have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Gosh, Cancer, this is nice energy. All right, let's see what frequencies you're going to hold. What frequencies will Cancer hold? What frequencies? You have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. King of Pentacles. Very nice. And the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Now let's clarify this Eight of Cups in reverse. Tell us more about this Eight of Cups in reverse, please. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands energy. I'm going to clarify some of these cards now before I get started. Six of Swords. Looking at the Six of Swords now. Clarifying the Six of Swords. Clarifying the Six of Swords. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands sort of in the reverse. All right. What is your focus here as the King of Pentacles? So we have you in the frequency of the King of Pentacles in the middle of the month. So I just want to see what your main focus is here. See if we can get a little bit more information on this King of Pentacles. The frequency of the King of Pentacles. Of the world energy. Oh gosh. There's a lot of people this month. This Ace of Pentacles has come out in at least two, I think maybe three of the readings I've done today. The World has come out today. And the King of Pentacles has come out today. So there are people making some significant progress. And Spirit was channeling through me this morning that, that's what I was channeled this morning. Was it this morning or yesterday morning that was channeled through? So it'll be interesting to watch to see how October is too for some of the zodiac signs. I think for many zodiac signs, it'll be interesting this month to see how these readings go all, as I'm doing all 12. It'll be interesting to see if that kind of forward momentum is here for everyone or it's just for certain signs. All right, I want to, before I'm stopping, I want to go into, oh gosh, there's so many energy. Okay, I'm going to stop clarifying and just start. And then if I feel the need to clarify more, I will. Just as a reminder, I am representing the zodiac sign of Cancer. So this is for the Cancer people. Now, if you're a cross watcher, you're welcome here, but just know that I'm representing Cancer. So I'm going to be biased toward Cancer. If there's someone else that's coming into this reading, I am representing them. And when I do the other readings, I'm representing those signs. So I just want to be clear about my representation as a reader in this reading. So let's go ahead and get started. You're moving Cancer into the Six of Swords as you're moving in. So this is really about creating a good plan, being strong in your understanding. And we know with the yin energy is when it comes to a plan and implementation and forward movement, it has to do with data, organization, the routine, the quality of the work that's being done. It connects in with the fulfillment and acceptance and there's an energy of tolerance here. tolerance. There's also an energy of tolerance, a tolerance of chaos. But see, when the Six of Swords is here, there's a plan that's developed, right? If this happens, then we're going to do this. If that happens, then we're going to do this. So yes, there can be chaos at times. There can be change at times. And with the Six of Swords, we know that we have a way of dealing with that, right? That's the energy of the Six of Swords. It helps the yin, it helps the feminine, and we have feminine in all of us, no matter if we're masculine or feminine. As a gender, we have these qualities, yin and yang, within us. I personally believe, that we're connecting in to the nervous system with the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. And the Six of Swords is connecting into the what I would call the parasympathetic nervous system. This is just my take on it. I'm not a doctor or scientist. And then with the Six of Wands, you're connecting in with the sympathetic nervous system. I feel like that's the kind of thing we're dealing with. But that's beyond the point. We do have the Eight of Wands coming in here, so it's not quite time. It might not be quite time to take action yet. Like the craziness hasn't happened yet. The momentum hasn't really happened yet. But there's a plan developed. There's a way forward. There's policies. There are discussions like, okay, I'm going to do this, and I have these two accounts, and I have this incoming, and it's going to come here first, and then going to go there. And then as far as the outgoing, it's just planning and organization and having a way forward. And ultimately, it really is about when this excitement is about to take off. We're talking about the Eight of Wands here that's lingering around. This is forward momentum, excitement, enthusiasm, hustle, and bustle. When this is about to take off, you'll be ready to go. You'll have a plan, and everyone will know, and everyone will have their jobs to do, and that kind of a thing. That will help move the situation into a much more peaceful and efficient experience, right? So that's the goal as Cancer is moving forward into the month. Now, this also brings in confidence in the plan, confidence in what is being delegated, that kind of thing. For Cancer, the first part of the month, we have you in the Eight of Cups energy, and that is clarified by the Seven of Wands. All right, so this is a time of really being careful with your time and your focuses, because it looks like a change has already been made. Right? And now it's to be strong in really sticking to the plan, not going back and doing those old things out of habit, or, it really is, okay, I've made some changes. What are those changes? I'm going to stick to the plan. And it almost feels like the Eight of Pentacles energy, but it comes with this change. And sometimes when we make changes, we can get called back to the old ways sometimes. And this card is saying, let's be strong. Let's continue forward with the decisions that you've made and those endings and those changes that you've made in the past. Like, I'm not going to do this anymore. Well, I'm not going to do that anymore. I spent 2 days doing that, and then at the end it just broke. So I know not to do that. It's like whatever it is. Like I don't want to go back to the old way. I want to stay strong and I want to move forward. It could be somebody like saying, okay, I can think of a whole bunch of examples, but I'm not sure if I should say them. But, I was like a friend of mine. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he's saying, I puffed a little bit on marijuana over the summer, but now school's starting, and so I'm done with that, right? And now it's time to be strong. It's that kind of an energy. We're talking about real world situations here, right? So it's that kind of a space, like being strong, carrying through, sticking to the plan with the Seven of Wands. So there's a bigger goal here than just, the little things, a bigger goal here. Now, it does look like early on in the month, there is something kind of exciting that happens. Could be getting together with friends. There could be a new introduction. There could be something kind of exciting happen. It's a page. It's nothing huge. It's nothing life-changing, but it is kind of exciting. So some of you, the energies are going to be just right for spontaneity. That's what it feels like. Spontaneity, getting out, doing something, going out to dinner, going for a hike. It comes with excitement. It's like texting, hey, you want to go hiking this weekend? Do you want to go to the beach? Going to the beach? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go. And all of a sudden the clouds lift and there's new excitement. That kind of an energy is here. And so those of you that are, this Six of Swords can be hard. You've got your your eyes on the computer screen, whatever it is, this can be kind of a hard energy. So there could be some of you Cancers that really do like to get out of the bubble of the consciousness that you were in and have a taste of something else. That's what it feels like with this Page of Wands. Let's go into the energy just really quickly. Let's go into the Page of Wands. Let's go into the Page of Wands. Let's go into the Page of Wands energy. Tell me more about this Page of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. It's connected in with the Seven of Pentacles. It could be plans that you're making. You could be talking about plans. That makes sense. Okay. Some of you are talking about future plans, and this is really exciting to do this. It's really fun. And during the Kundalini, there would be times when Spirit would say to me, okay, it's time to bring in some, because the Kundalini is really the resetting of the nervous system, if you ask me. And sometimes we have to kind of move ourselves into a new grid line because the nervous system does connect in to squares and grids and stuff like that. And so Spirit's like, okay, I have a world mark timeshare. And so this is true. And Spirit said, okay, let's go to the World Mark timeshare and let's schedule a vacation. You don't have to do it. You can always cancel it. And that's what the World Mark, you can. I'm not sponsoring them. I'm not approving of them and everything. I'm just telling you the story. And so I would say, and it's time now to move into a new grid line. And I would love to do that because I have Sag rising and I have, it's an Aquarius and it really connects in. So I would go in and I'd find a place I'd like to go and I would have points. And so it wouldn't cost me anything to schedule it. And it wouldn't cost me anything to go if I decided to go. And I would get to look at all the places that are available and I would decide on which one I wanted. I would call up my sister and say, hey, do you want to, I'm thinking about planning. All of a sudden the energy changed, right? It's that planning, it's that excitement, it's connecting in with other people, it's excitement about the future. It can lift the mood. It can lift you into a new mindset. It doesn't mean that you have to do it. For me anyway, it didn't mean that I would have to carry it through, but it meant I could get into that frequency. I could get into that energy. I could schedule something out in advance. I wouldn't have to pay, so there's something like that. And I almost feel like you're doing that intentionally because here's the thing. The Eight of Wands hasn't started yet. So there could be some of you that could be a little down, right? Six of Swords is hard because it forces you to look at the data. It forces you to look at the real situation because the goal here is to make it better, right? So, and the Six of Wands is very detailed, very detail-oriented, investigative energy. So the whole group of you who are doing this kind of energy could really need a little bit of a lift as you move, as a little bit of a bump up as you're moving forward. It looks like it's something that you could work on, that you could look forward to, that you could plan. And I think that is, for many of you, that is the kind of energy that we're looking at. So now, gosh, that was a big story. Okay. We have you in the Eight of Cups in the reverse, moving into the King of Pentacles. So this emotional hardship, the sticking to your own lane, keeping with your own promises to yourself, that is a kind of self-love, right? This is a kind of self-love. It is real self-love, right? It's real self-love to make decisions like this for yourself and then stick to it. It does look like you're moving into, you still have that strength in your energy, but you're moving into a masculine King of Pentacles space in the middle of the month. So you are looking at something that you are doing. And look, the Ace of Pentacles is here. So you're looking at something that you're doing, and I feel like you could be preparing for it. There is a new beginning here with the world energy. There definitely is a new beginning. And the King of Pentacles looks at the big points of view. He looks at how much it's going to cost. He looks at his income and expenses. He looks at how to take care of something like, okay, what is my plan for this home? What do I need to do to maintain this home this year? What do I need to maintain this home? Oh, look, it's connecting to home too. So it could very well be something like that for Cancer. It could, the King of Pentacles could say, okay, I have a home. This is just an example of the King of Pentacles. And then it could be, all right, so this year I'm going to paint it. And in 3 years, I want to put on a back deck. And, it really is like, that's what the King of Pentacles does. He comes up with a plan. He's very reasonable. He's very practical. He wants to make sure he has the money for it. He wants to make sure he has the crew for it, and he really looks at those kind of things in a big way. It looks like there's something here that you're contemplating doing, or you're starting to do, a new beginning or a new way of doing it. Now, the world energy sometimes can take a while, just like this lady who just had a baby. It can take a little while to get it started. But with the King of Pentacles here, and especially with the King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles wants to make sure that everything is in order before he starts. He doesn't like to go backwards. King of Pentacles does not like to go backwards. He likes to continue moving forward in success. So whatever is happening here, Cancer, you're being very careful. You're looking at the big. Looking at this with a bigger frame of mind. The Queen of Pentacles would be looking at, okay, how much would this cost if we did this? And, I'm not sure if we should do that this year. I think that, I looked at the funding and I looked at the budget and, and then you'd have to, the Queen would go talk to the King, and King would say, well, I don't know. We only, that's the Queen. The King is, he's thinking in a big way. So there's some big thinking going on, and the King of Pentacles always thinks into the future, because really what the King of Pentacles wants to do is have fun. That's what he wants to do. But he works hard today so that he can have fun in the future. That's one of the reasons why Capricorn sometimes is connected in with the King of Pentacles, because there can be a lot of intensity with the King, He could be really wanting to work really hard because he really wants to have fun. He can get in a little bit into that trap. But yeah, you're thinking about things in a big sense now, looking at budget, looking at the big money, looking at the big picture stuff, because it looks like there is something new coming in here, because the world energy has been brought forward to clarify. And now I can feel my energy changing. So there's a change here. You will, those of you that are resonating, you will literally feel a change in your own energy in the middle of the month. That's what that feeling and that information is coming forward in a very confirming way just now. So I do think that there is a lot of relevance with this energy that we see here in the middle of the month. Now, we do have a Four of Wands here. So we do see that there is something with the Ace of Pentacles connecting into the Four of Wands. Feels like there is some sort of formality here. Something is happening that is really helping to build confidence in what you're doing. And it's connecting in with the Four of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So there could be a contract that you're signing. There could be an agreement between two people. There could be an engagement. It's something that helps you to bring confidence to your relationships, to the money that you earn, and to the work that you do. The Four of Wands is here because we do want to move past those basic things. We do want to think about enhanced futures and new goals and new milestones. And if we're kind of stuck worrying about our relationships or worrying about our money or worrying about if we're going to make it through the next day, then that enhanced creativity, that enhanced dreaming, it's hard to get that to come about. So when we have the Four of Wands, we can start to dream, we can start to look into other things, we can start to enhance our futures, right? Because we have that confidence. And then we engage into new success. And that's really what's happening here, Cancer, because you're moving from this big picture economical management energy into the Ace of Pentacles, which is making it happen. So I really feel like with you and the frequency of the Ace of Pentacles, you are doing something, you are engaging in something that really is going to bring you into a better place, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's more money, whether it's a new home in a new community. It is something that's going to be better for you. I saw in my mind coins just falling onto a pile. Yes, I'm seeing that in my mind. Coins, big ones, silver ones, like there's a big pile and they just keep falling down on the pile. So for many of you, this is connecting in with more money, ability to engage in new things. It's going to be some of you could be connecting in with a windfall. Some of you could be connecting in with a real windfall here with this Ace of Pentacles, and you're really participating in that. You're implementing it. You're doing it. You're part of it. You are the frequency of abundance. right? Ace of Pentacles. Sure, it's at the beginning, but I still see that pile of coin. That's in this coin. I connected back into that image, and the coins are still falling. I mean, I don't want to make it too outlandish, but the coins are still falling in. Now, as you move out of the month, you're in the Two of Cups, in the Two of Cups position. So with the Two of Cups position, remember it is a 2, and that does connect in with how we make decisions, how our mind works, what helps us to decide one way or the other. And we have the Two of Cups here. There is a special friend or a special relationship. Could be a lover, could be a soulmate, could be a family member, could be a coworker, could be a child. But when we make decisions, when we plan for what we're doing, and when we make decisions, we make them not only for our own best interest, but we have another person that we're thinking of too. Because both of these people have cups. They have their own cups. And when I fill my cup, it helps to fill your cup. And when your cup is filled, it helps to fill my cup. And it's very reciprocal. It's very on the same page. So there, you are in that energy. There's something that you're doing, not only for yourself, but for a partner or for a friend. And for many of you, this could very well be love. I mean, we could really be talking about somebody stepping into a new romantic situation. If that's the case, I mean, we have the Six of Swords, we have fire energy, we have King of Pentacles, we have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with the Ace of Pentacles. And that's the only real sign that's here. So once we become king and queens and emperors and empresses, we really can fill the roles of all the kings and queens. So I'm not sure if this King of Pentacles, I think it's more your energy than another person. So let's go ahead, and I want to connect into the Four of Wands. I really do want to connect in there because I want to see who's connecting, who else is connecting. And see, we have the Two of Cups right here too. Let's go into the Four of Wands and see what's inside of this energy. What is inside of this energy? Tell me more. What is inside of this energy? Strength. There could be Leo here, fiery energy. There's a mild energy here, a calm, a carefulness connected in with the Four of Wands. Let's pull another card. There could be a lot of protection in this energy, like you feel protected, you feel cared for. That's what the King of Pentacles does. He cares, he protects, he guides, he nourishes. So you could have a family here that really is benefiting from this, or a home that is coming together, or two homes that are merging into one. Let's see if there's another card that comes. We have the Empress energy. Yep, there we go. Empress energy, nurturing, mothership. Mothership? I have never said that before. I do not even know what that means. It sounds like aliens to me. The great maternal energy. Oh, we had the Emperor just flip over. So yeah, we have some seasoned Cancer energies here. Some seasoned Cancer people here are experiencing this. Okay, and I want to look into the Two of Cups as well. Let's pull these clarifiers back. And let's look at the let's look at the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. I was about ready to say King of Cups. So some of you could have a King of Cups here. Cancer. Oh my gosh. Okay. Some of you could have a King of Cups here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there could be a masculine king here that's connected in. Let's look at the Two of Cups. Tell me more about this Two of Cups energy. Tell me more about this Two of Cups energy. Oh, look what flipped. King of Cups. King of Cups. Flipped over. So we have the Page of Pentacles here. There's a stabilization and an improvement and a new beautiful quality that's being worked on here. Could be a gift. You could be preparing to give a gift to a partner. There could be some sort of a gift that you're working on. Could be. Tell me more about the Two of Cups. Because you're offering love, right? your cup is filled, or you're filling your cup by offering. That's what the Two of Cups, when we offer something to someone else, it fills their cup, but it also fills our cup too. That's that cup energy. What I do for you, I do for me. What you do for you, you do. It's that kind of an exchange. Six of Wands flipped over too. It's the Sun energy flipped over. Yeah, we're just. Yeah, I think we're getting it. I think we've got that. Let's go into the Ace of Pentacles and see if there's just more here. I think there might be more here to get. Just I can feel a little bit more energy coming from that. Let's go into the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles. Could be connected to a King of Wands. Oh, I see. It does look like there's something big that you're going to be doing. Because the King of Wands is coming in. He's coming in. And this would be your energy. So for some of you, Cancer, there's something big that you're going to be doing. Going on a trip, building something, presenting, having a speech, starting a new job. There could be some of you that are entering into relationships with the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. King of Wands energy. Oh, the Chariot tried to come out. Okay. That's one more pass through, and then we'll be good on this one. Oh gosh, it's a Knight of Cups. Oh my gosh. You got love in your heart, baby. You got a full loving heart here. Whether it's the love that you have for your home and for your friendships and for your jobs, or the romantic love that you have for someone else. There's love here floating all around for Cancer. Love floating all around here. For the Cancer people, you're moving forward in love. You could be giving a gift. You could be extending yourself to someone. There could be a romantic love here. There could be an engagement. There could be a marriage. Wow, Knight of Cups. There's that King of Cups. You guys, some of you are connecting in with soulmates. I just have to say it. You know me. I'm not overly romantic these days, although I do believe that I'm going to be connecting back into that, and maybe I am, because that was channeled down. That now finally I'm able to bring love in and look at these readings that came in today. So for some of you, there's romantic love here, and for some of you, there's commitment in love as well with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Gosh, and with the Two of Cups. All right, before we go, now it's time. I'm going to spend some time pulling some sticker cards. So for those of you that aren't inspired by the sticker cards, you might not want to stay, but I am going to pull some sticker cards to see what kind of images we get. And sometimes these images connect into the viewership in a special way. So I don't read them per se like I would read tarot, but it is interesting to see what kind of images fall on the table. So I'm going to do that now. Those of you that aren't interested, I am so happy that you were here. It's wonderful to be in this kind of energy. It's wonderful to be seeing this kind of movement for Cancer, for the Cancer people. So I'm glad you were here, and thank you for that. And so now I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to go, there's a lot of them. I'm just going to go through them one time. So what falls out, falls out. And if there aren't any, then there aren't any. But let's see if there's any images here that might connect in with you guys in a special way. Are there any images here that connect? Ooh, drama. Drama. Oh, then here's a ring. You know, some of you, you guys are getting rings slipped on your fingers, on the special fingers too, on the fingers that count. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. All mine count. I think all yours count too, but you know what I mean. Ooh, we had music. Face the music. Handyman energy. There could be some handyman kind of stuff here. Yeah, huh. This might be the only one that comes out on the table. Ooh. What does this mean? See, these are hard for me to read, but for some of you guys, they make a lot of sense. Shine. Oh, here's that diamond. Sparkle and shine. Some of you guys are... I've already said it, so I don't want to repeat it, but we also have this interesting card. And when I'm making these, like, I'm being guided to these. So sometimes I don't even know what they even mean. You know, this is really about instructions, a way forward. Oh, Six of Swords. I see. It's connecting in with the Six of Swords. It's a plan. It's the route. Which way are we going to go? Lots of different ways, you know. So it does look like it's connecting in with planning, but there is something here about this diamond and jewelry, sparkle and shine kind of energy. Gosh. All right, you guys. Looks like love stories are coming back in, and that is wonderful. We all need a little love these days. And so there's a little bit of sparkle shininess here in this energy for Cancer. So my friends, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to be in this energy. Wishing all of you the best. Let us know if you have a beautiful love story to share. Share with us. Those of us who don't have this energy appreciate hearing about it anyway. So, all right, my friends, thank you for being here. It was a real pleasure. Have a wonderful month, and I look forward to reading for you again in a few weeks. All right, thank you.